Hello my friends, it's FPS Russia, and I've got something pretty cool for you guys today. So everyone's familiar with the Russian Mosin Nagant. It's a bolt-action rifle over 100 years old that served in pretty much every major war that there is. And this is Mosin's take on that. So they chopped the barrel down to 20 inches, put their own custom flash enhancer on here, put the Rock Solid Industries low-profile bolt on there, as well as a mount for the scope. Put the Mossberg folding stock on here so you can tuck it away nice and easy. And it's a real kind of survival rifle. That's the way I take it. The ammunition, as most of you know, the 7.62 by 54 millimeter is very affordable, and nowadays ammunition is pretty expensive. So when you can plink away with 30 caliber and have fun with something like this, it's a good day. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, what I've got here is a 1989 Chevrolet Corsica LTZ. This was top of the line back in '89, and it's not too bad now. As you can see, we've removed the fenders, the bumper, and the hoods to maximize our wind resistance. We've got the 3.1 liter engine in here, got our armor plating over there to protect my $100 battery, and this car is really like a rock. Everything about this car says prestige and luxury. And we're going to show just how tough it is by firing at it with that 7.62 by 54 millimeter round. Hopefully we stop the engine in its tracks, so let's get to it. All right, so let's see how this goes. So that may have affected our resale value, but we definitely got the engine stopped. I think that first round cracked it pretty good. The second round pretty much finished it off. And then we made sure. So very easy, despite what you might see in some movies, to stop a running car with a rifle. Okay, so I wanted to back up here at kind of a medium range and show you guys what I really like doing with this rifle. And that's sort of short to medium range plinking and stuff like that, and it's really great for that. Check this out. So you can see I've got the 4-power scope on here, and we're about 100 meters out, but you can just plink all day long with something like this. And with 22, as hard to find that it is, I think I'll just keep plinking with my Mosin here. Let's try something else, something a little bit more high speed. Okay, so one last thing, I want to do something a little bit more long range. This is kind of a hard shot. We're at 200 meters. We've got our other Fugly here, and I went ahead and stuck my Premier reticle on there, so let's see if I can make this shot. There we go. So I bet that looked pretty cool in the high speed. I'm not sure, but I've got to say I really like this rifle, and that guy had a very bad day. Okay, so we had a lot of fun today. Like I said, my favorite things, the foldability. It doesn't take up much room, which is a big difference over the standard Mosin Nagant, which is a big long rifle. Also that cheap ammunition. I've got to say, when you're out here, we shot all day, probably shot 300 or 400 rounds. Only cost about $100. So if you guys are more interested in these, I put a link down in the description below. You can check them out, see where they come from. There's a lot of different variations, and it's one of my favorites now, especially for something so affordable. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, have a nice day.